I'm retired Fire Captain Chris Judd, and welcome to part 3 of our series on the emergency fire blanket. Well, we've reached the moment of truth. We have about a minute to put out this fire before it grows beyond this pan, catches onto the cabinets and appliances, and consumes the entire kitchen. As we talked about in the last video, here's what we do. It's hanging on the wall here on our titanium hook. You just pull it by the tabs, unfold it, and place it over the fire. As you can see, the fire is out. No quick cuts, no special effects. This happened in real time, stopping a real fire, and that's just what you're able to do with this blanket here in your home for your own family. Let's take a look at it one more time. Pull by the tabs, cover the fire, and in seconds, the fire is out. Now that you've seen the blanket in action, you might be asking, how is it able to do that so effectively? To answer that question completely, it might be helpful to spend just a quick second on how fire works. Every firefighter out there knows about something called the fire triangle. It takes 3 ingredients to create any fire you've ever seen: heat, a fuel source, and oxygen. A fuel source can be anything that is flammable or can be consumed by fire. So we're talking about grease in a pan on the stove, gasoline, wood, plastic, and a countless number of other materials. Oxygen is all around us, of course, so it's not hard for a fire to find enough of it to feed it. When there's enough of the third ingredient, which is heat, you can reach what's called the flash point temperature of the fuel source and oxygen, which causes a chemical reaction called combustion, and before you know it, a fire is born. And as the fire grows, it naturally generates more heat, which reaches the flash point of the materials around it, and those materials catch fire, whether it's a kitchen cabinet or bedding in your bedroom, a living room couch. Within 3 minutes on average, the entire room is engulfed in fire. The important thing to remember about the fire triangle is that when any one of those 3 ingredients we discussed is removed, most fires die immediately. And the ingenious thing about the emergency fire blanket is that it's made of a special woven fiberglass material that not only contains the fire and keeps it from spreading, but it also cuts off the oxygen supply. And without oxygen to feed it, you've got no fire. And that's exactly what happens when you cover a fire with the emergency fire blanket. It looks like magic, but it's just using the basic fire physics against the fire to stop it and keep you and your family safe. And that same rule applies to almost any type fire. It can be a grease fire, an electrical fire, a wood fire, and so much more. Now on to one of my favorite features of the emergency fire blanket. They are reusable. That's right. If you're ever in the unfortunate position of even having to use this tool once, you don't have to throw out the one that you have and go buy a new one. At Prepared Hero, we value your safety over forcing you to buy blankets again and again. As long as the blanket is free from any physical damage to it, like holes or tears, it can be used as often as necessary to protect your home. In fact, you might have seen demonstration with the blanket just covered in ashes or scorch marks, but it remains every bit as effective as when it was brand new. So what do we do next? If the blanket does have soot or ashes from the burned fuel source, in most cases it will wipe clean easily with a damp cloth. Once you have it cleaned up, the rest is simple. Just fold it back up, making sure to leave the pull tabs hanging down for easy access. Then just slide it back into the pouch, hang it up, and it's ready to protect your home again. The feeling that most people experience at this point is priceless. You saved your home and maybe even your life from a disaster. There's no mess to clean up like with an extinguisher or baking soda, and you saved money because this tool is ready again in seconds without you having to spend another dime to keep your family safe. Let's face it, these days we're all looking for ways to keep a few extra dollars in our pockets. Why should anyone have to sacrifice their safety because it's out of reach of their pocketbooks? That's why Prepared Hero is constantly updating our website with new discounts, bundle packages, and special deals so that you have a chance to not only enjoy the peace of mind that this blanket brings, but you can also share it with your friends, family, neighbors, and anyone else who would appreciate the gift of safety. This concludes part 3 of our series on the emergency fire blanket, but we're not quite done. We have a special favor we'd like to ask of you. If you or someone you know has actually had to use the emergency fire blanket in a real life scenario to protect a home or loved ones, we'd love to hear from them so we can pass the good news on about this blanket to our customers. Down in the description, you'll find a link to our Saved a Life questionnaire. Someone on our team may even get in touch with you so you can share your story or even replace your product that was damaged when used. On part 4, we'll wrap it all up with some special information, answer a few important questions that people have had about our company and products, and we'll make sure you have all the information you need to get peace of mind as quickly as possible. And if you're ready right now, You'll find our emergency fire blanket along with many other fire safety and personal protection items through the special link in the description of this video. The process is simple and only takes a couple minutes of your time. You'll be able to take advantage of exclusive offers just for getting this far into the series that no one else can get. It's just for you. Once again, I'm retired Fire Captain Chris Judd. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time for part 4.